Hey everybody, Kenny here. So we have once again done some grinding between sessions. See here, we are 5 levels higher than we were when we were in the internal garden. I don't recall if we did any leveling between that point and that point before I started my grinding, but it is what it is. Just to show where we're at. So we're at 18 with Aisha, 14 with Will, 13 with Azana, 11 with Gan, 10 with Dia, 13 with Kavad, 10 with Luzica, 12 with Trece, 19 with Zephyr. The reason that there's like such a disparity between a lot of those, the way I was doing my grinding is I would run, so let me just go out into the world map just to show. So the way I would do my grinding, I would head to the Underhall and I'd do one full run through there. Then I would head to the Eternal Garden and do one full run through there. And the differences in the results were wild. Like just absolutely, I did not expect, to be like this large of a variance in like, so like I have a theory about how the stones are acquired. I don't think that there's any kind of tracking at all. I think that the system for attaining these is actually similar to the sparking system in the Saga games. If you've never played those, what that means is that like the more you use something, like the more chances you have that a random event will occur where as you use it, you gain a new thing. So in the Saga games, like it'll be, like you were punching something, like you weren't wearing any weapons and you just attack something with your bare hand, and you'll spark and you'll learn a special technique using your fists. Or you were using a certain type of magic and, you sparked and you learn a new spell using that type of magic. Like that kind of thing. I think they use that kind of idea for how the stones are actually accrued. Because honestly, this is too much. Like there's this doesn't make sense that Aisha ended up with 18 and Dia ended up with 10, So I'm thinking that and I think that Lucica I think is the main identifier of the fact that I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because with Lucica, obviously the way that I fight with her, she attacks many more times than everyone else. And with Dia, since Dia, her skills deal so much damage, she doesn't attack as often as the rest do, meaning that the rest get more opportunities for their stones to spark than she does. And I guess Aisha I must attack with her much more often than I do with the others as well. It's just the only thing that makes sense. Oh, and obviously, we've got a bunch of new gear. Actually, you know what? So it occurred to me that there's actually a quicker way for me to look through these. So I'm not going to bother looking at the different things anymore. The way I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do a quick check to see if there's a okay. So yeah, so there's a new. We got. I'm pretty sure we got this last time, but we got a new thing here as well. So Vein, a spear that a spear that is the embodiment of valor and nobility, unmatched in its destructive power. Oh, so I guess that's his ultimate weapon then. And if it's not, then the description on this is a jerk. We got these from a shadow. And we didn't see something with her, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And all the way down. Okay, and we did get a Gog Magog. An axe favored by warriors of old who fought to the last increases chance of debuffing the enemy. And it has 2 stats on it. Rip it. Like, so the main reason why I'm changing the way I'm doing this is that if you've watched any of the previous sessions, then you have noticed that like many times when I'm trying to go like item by item, I end up like skipping, like, like page skipping back or forth, because just I'm using the joystick to move around. For some reason, like, yeah, you just saw it happen right there. Like it's like a crapshoot with this game. So it's just like I get so fed up with that I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I think we ran into this one last time. Pretty sure. Gone. Yeah, we saw unicorn last time. But here's the thing. I really don't want to switch off of the vampire, because innately the vampire has, like, just grants a chance to recover health while attacking. And this one happened to have a healing plus shadestone shown on it. So, like, even though the unicorn is stronger, I'd rather keep using that vampire. Did we see Cleric last time? I believe so. Yeah. I remember commenting on the health thing. Yes, we saw this last time. And she's using this Savant, which just has basic attack on it. Might as well give her this Cleric, because it has 2 slots, and 2 slots is stronger, and it gives her extra health. And we saw Citadel last time. Already wearing this Colosseum that has defense on it. And we don't have any Citadels that have any slots on them. We'll just keep them in that for now. Yeah, we're wearing Heavenly Chorus. This is the one that innately gives crit chance, right? No, it just increases defense and healing. Event Horizon increases debuff resistance. And it doesn't say we would lose any defense. Although we would definitely need to get rid of Martyr, because Martyr would be death for, for Lucica. Okay, so we got 2 new ones for him. We got an odium. A chain discovered in laboratory ruins from a chain discovered in laboratory ruins from late in the age of magic. It rings with the echoes of test subjects' cries. Increases healing. Torment. Chain that requires years of training to wield. Mastering it causes one to lose all sense of self. Increases debuff resistance. So I'm thinking that, like, these weapons that we got from those shadows, like, based on the descriptions, I'm thinking that these are the ultimate weapons for these characters, the ones that did get them. But the odium, I think, would actually be the best one for this character. Because grief just, like, you gain affinity faster with grief. Envy. It's a stagger chance. Version is for defense. But odium increases healing naturally. It has a Shadestone stat on it. And since we have a skill with him that lets him just do a self-heal, basically, that would actually be pretty good. Pretty good. For Zephyr, have we gotten you anything good at all? They do not want to drop anything new for Zephyr. Zephyr is just wearing trash. Absolute trash. And I could feel it. I felt it real bad during... when I was doing that grinding. Like the one... Like so... Aisha... Dia, Gavad, and Teretse felt great. I didn't have any trouble with, with their grinding. Lucica... Like, Lucica is always a... Like, because, like, so, like, the way that, as I mentioned before, the way Lucica works is that, you put down her barrier. Like, you have to put down the barrier. If you don't put down her barrier, then she will get staggered with doing anything. But inside of her barrier, it counts as her blocking. So she won't, so, like, you can do her stuff without having her get knocked off balance or anything. But because of that, like, like, her skills, you don't really want to, like, focus on, like, chaining her skills together. Because by the time you finish doing one skill, her barrier is down. And so she's vulnerable again. So you have to rush to put her barrier back up before you can do her next thing. And I can kind of keep on in that order. And because of that, like, like, I find myself more often just putting down the barrier and attacking instead of using any of the skills. Because when I'm attacking, like, it's easier for me to, stop to put the barrier back. Like, I don't even, like, usually let the barrier go away on its own when I'm attacking. Like, I would just, like, while I'm attacking, like, preemptively, I'll just stop attacking, deploy the barrier, and then keep going. Like, and then, like, usually, like, I'll only stop, like, the only time I'll stop to do a skill is if I want to do something like the kaleidoscope. Or if it's like if the enemies are grouped together pretty well, then, like, I'll do, like, a Divine Rumble. Because Divine Rumble, like, it does a lot of area damage really fast. So, like, it's worthwhile. But, like, but Scintillating Flash and Phantom Drive, there's a lot of risk in those. And, like, even if I was to switch those to, like, Dual Eclipse or Heaven's Break, oops, did not meant to do that. But I was to, like, switch it to, like, Wave Stream or Dual Eclipse. I'm pretty sure Phantom Drive is what I had before. I think it was. But, like, Phantom Drive, is a skill worth doing, but like during grinding, it really doesn't help out all that much. But these other ones don't either. Like, like doing dual eclipse, like this is supposed to be like one of her stronger things, but it doesn't. Like, I'm pretty sure that once I get her skills that give her make it that she can spawn the devices faster, this might do better since this increases the number of hits based on the number of devices. But like right now, like it's not worth having on. But Phantom Drive, like when you hit with that, it does do decent damage. And same with Scintillating Flash. The Scintillating Flash, you do like a lot of just a lot of single target hits. But Divine Rumble and Kaleidoscope are the only ones that are really worth using with her. So, so while those are on cooldown, I pretty much just attack. Which is why, like, for her, again, like it wasn't as smooth grinding her as it was with like Kavad and let's say and Dia and even Aisha. Like Aisha is really good. Like Aisha, like once you get all of her stuff going, like she's actually really good. Yeah, but Will, Izana, Regan, and Zephyr, like it was terrible. That was terrible. So I know that like with Zephyr, like it would go a lot smoother if he had a better weapon. Because I could tell that it was his output that was the like puts him so far behind the rest. Like with Will and Zana, like like they have the damage. It's just that the way they put out the damage isn't good enough to get them like to speed up their grinding. And then Regan, as I mentioned last time, is just really bad for groups. Which honestly, like like kind of like, so I must have gotten really unlucky with Regan. Because he ended up with 11. So he's like he got more than Dia, but just barely. So let's get everybody their upgrades. Aisha, we can get her 5 cost skill. There it is. Gods above. Attack in unison with your demon. Power increases based on the number of basic attacks dealt. Invulnerable while attacking when manifested. That leads into her swordstone thing. So from this point on, I'll just be like buying up all of her 1 cost things. Might as well get those out of the way first. Increase affinity after manifestation ends. Always applies when Aisha's in the party. Samsara. Shifting to Aisha takes less time. Definitely worth getting. Want that with everybody. Tempest Fugit. Attack to cancel the delay after shifting. Aisha has ranked up. Moonless Sky. Evade for longer when dashing. Veracity. You can move or perform an attack to cancel delay after dashing. Intimidate. Increased critical hit chance. Only applies when manifested. Okay, so I think that's all of her 1 cost skills. now we have enough to get 2 more for 3 cost. And these two sound pretty good. Insight. Affinity falls more slowly. Always applies when Aisha's in the party. Aisha is always in the party. Finesse. Increase critical hit chance of attacks used to cancel the delay after taking an action. Aisha has ranked up. Five cost. 1 3 cost, 2 3 cost. Cost 4 5 6 7. So 21 more stones necessary to get all of her 3s. And some amount for her 5s. So I'll probably replace this one, since those other ones I really like. Where is Will's 5 cost one? Or was Xenocidus 5 cost and I just forgot? Might have been. Yeah, it looks like it. Just spend all these on his 1 cost. Patience. Higher affinity reduces the damage taken while defending. Insanity. Become much harder to overwhelm while defending. Only applies when manifested. War Cry. Gain attack when you use healing incense. Negation. You can no longer be staggered by enemy attacks while charging. That is an important one. Will has ranked up. Stampede. Increase attack. Only applies when manifested and Will's in the party. Tenacity. Increase max HP. Only applies when manifested. Quench. Increase healing the lower your HP. Always applies when Will's in the party. You know, I wonder if that stacks with Zephyr's thing. Because, you know, Zephyr has the... Let me just go over to Zephyr to show. Zephyr has the upgrade to the healing where whenever you use the incense, you increase your max HP. Yeah, knowledge. Increase max HP when using healing incense. So like when I was doing my grinding with Zephyr in the party, you know, I would have to heal twice in order to get all of my health back, because, you know, the first time would heal and increase the max HP, and then the next time would heal you to wherever your new max was. But I wonder if with Will, with him and Will together, if knowledge and quench would actually kind of synergize to make it that you only need to heal once. Regret. Attack to cancel delay after shifting. Longing. Gain attack after shifting to Will. Will has ranked up. And that's a 5. Alright, so we can get 1, 3, cost 1. I like the sound of ambition. Ambition. You cannot be incapacitated while defending. Zana, I definitely got her 5 cost 1 also. So just grab her 1s. Twist. Gain attack after shifting to Azana. Izana has ranked up. Stealth. Become invisible when you use healing incense. Swift. Increase movement speed after warping. Scan. Move to perform an attack to cancel the delay after a warp. Okay, I think we have all of her 1s, so side on her gets to pick up 3 costs. Oracle is interesting, but see what else she has. Blood. Buff and debuff duration increases with higher affinity. Enigma. Restore the manifest gauge when you defeat an enemy when manifested. Always applies when Azana's in the party. Izana has ranked up. Hazard. Chance to instantly kill when attacks hit when affinity is over 150. Now we can get John's final skill. Infinity. Hold down to perform a series of reckless attacks. Power increases based on the number of attacks when enemies are acting. Restores HP when manifested. The rest of his 6 to buy his 1 toss. Cipher. Move to perform an attack. Cipher. Move or perform an attack to cancel the delay after rolling. Infection. Attacks that hit enemies taking an action have increased debuff chance. Regan has ranked up. Pride. Increase attack when your affinity is over 150. Artifice. Increased duration of rolling evasion. Solitaire. Become able to roll when hit by any attacks except those that knock you into the air. Prescience. Increase attack power when countering. Yeah, so he has 3 1 costs left. Tia has all of hers, so this is just spending on her 1 cost. Does have all of hers. Yeah, okay. I am convinced. Seeker. Increase the power of basic attacks and attacks made while jumping. Tranquility. Decreased movement speed of enemies. Only applies when manifested. Atonement. Increase the power of glide attacks. You can change the direction of glide attacks mid-air. Shredder. You cannot be staggered when hit by locked-on enemies. Precedence. Attacks that hit locked-on enemies have increased critical hit chance. Ia has ranked up. Might. Attacks that hit locked on enemies are more likely to stagger. That's a very good one. Trust. Perform a basic attack to cancel the delay after using an attack skill. Loom. Shifting to Dia takes less time. Thank you. Go. Seraph. Increase resistance to debuffs the higher your affinity. Righteousness. Gain HP when hit with debuff attacks you have 100 resistance to. Always applies when Dia's in the party. Interesting. That is interesting. So if you stack resistances on Dia, then you make it that you have a means of just instant healing against debuffing enemies. Interesting. Dia has ranked up. Okay. Got all of her one costs. Now we can get Gavad's. Oh, no, we did get his, right? His was the shield thing. Yeah, that one. Should be, yep. Yeah, so we definitely got his. Let's get his, focus on his one cost now. Mirror Shield. Reflect attacks taken while shield is raised. Only applies when manifested. Gavad has ranked up. Projection. Gain attack after shifting to Gavad. Anointed. Increase affinity when attacked while shield is raised. Nostalgia. Increase defense when you use healing incense. Wisdom. Passively regenerate. Wow. Okay. Okay, we got all of the 1 costs. We can get 2 of his 3 costs. And we are definitely going to be picking up Ambrosia because this is ridiculous. Ambrosia. Reduce cooldown when you use healing incense. Always applies when Gavad is in the party. So now, if you were to do a party that included Gavad, Aisha, and Zephyr, and you were to switch to Aisha in order to heal, like in order to heal, to so she pumps the affinity. You would also raise your max HP and reduce all the cooldowns. So if you were using Aisha anyway as your main, then just using those abilities together with her would make it that she could just like spam all of her skills. That is nutty. That is nutty. Vad has ranked up. So I'm just going to take Stake. Stake. Higher affinity increases defense. Lusika has hers already, I think. Oh, no, she did not. Eternal Beam. Emit a blast of primeval light. Power and number of hits are based on the current devices and total spawned. Power increases when manifested. Endless Flux. Attack to cancel the delay after shifting. Lusika has ranked up. Awakening. Shifting to Lusika takes less time. Holy Prayer. Gain attack after shifting to Lusika. Winter Abyss. The more devices spawn, the less damage you take within the barrier when affinity is over 150. Surging Torrent. The more devices spawn, the higher critical hit chance. Only applies when manifested. Awareness. Increase the power of critical hits based on the number of devices spawned. Lusika has ranked up. Unyielding Spirit. The more devices spawned, the harder it is to be staggered while attacking. Illustrious. Damage nearby enemies when you use healing incense. Always applies when Usuka's in the party. And so if you want to get the absolute most value out of using a healing incense, the combo is Aisha as the main, then Usuka, Gavad, and Zephyr as your subs. So we can get 2 3s. Figure out which 2 we want. I don't understand what this means. Like, does your affinity normally go down when you use a healing incense? And since I always use my incense as Aisha, I just never noticed since her thing is that it goes up. Hmm. Yeah, this is actually a very good one to have as Duska. Defiance. Decrease damage taken while attacking the higher your affinity. Because as Duska, you are always attacking. So as I mentioned, this probably isn't a good one because of the way that Duska works. Like, since you always want to have her barrier up, you're not really chaining skill triggers. No, you're not going skill into skill into skill. Because if you do, then you'll get completely destroyed as Duska. Yeah, I just get this one. Hollow Rule. The more devices spawn, the lower your enemy's defenses. Only applies when manifested. Yeah, and it leads us into Vision, which you definitely want to get. Replace Phantom Drive with Eternal Beam. Rete. He also is missing, right? Yep. Darkness. Fling your chain around wildly. Power increases based on the total marked targets. Always stagger when manifested. We get all his ones already? No, here's one. Requiem. Gain attack after shifting the Tresse. Volley. Shifting to Tresse takes less time. Deceit. Attack to cancel the delay after shifting. Trece has ranked up. So I think that was all the ones. Yeah. It's actually amazing for Trece. Vengeance. Reduce cooldown when marking enemies when affinity is over 150. All we can afford. Swap in Darkness for Thrashing Spin. Finally, Zephyr. Peppers can finally get his ultimate skill. Macrocosm. Harness the power of nature to rush to the enemy. Power increases based on total distance traveled. Restores HP when manifested. Groundwork. Perform basic attack to cancel delay after using an attack skill. Scream. Attacks while moving have a chance to muddle. Delight. Increase critical hit chance based on the number of buffs and debuffs active when affinity is over 150. Felicitous. Recover HP while moving. Always applies when Zephyr is in the party. Zephyr has ranked up. Vitality. Increase max HP. Always applies when Zephyr is in the party. You get extra max HP. That combo now. Repel. Gain attack after shifting to Zephyr. Karma. Shifting to Zephyr takes less time. Watcher. Attack to cancel the delay after shifting. Terror. Always stun when manifested. Zephyr has ranked up. Verve. Increase power of double jump attacks. You can change the direction of double jump attacks mid-air. Ever realized that double jump had a special attack? Unless they're saying that just like regular jumping and double jumping count as the same thing. Driving blow. Attacks while moving, pierce defense, and deal damage. What does that mean? I mean, attacks always deal damage, right? Does that mean that it adds an additional source of damage? Is that what that means? It looks like that's all the ones. Yeah, I'm thinking Exemplar is the best option for the 3 costs. Exemplar cannot be staggered when moving or double jumping. Nice. So I really like Roar, Onslaught, Supremacy, and Stunning Breath. Be tough to pick one to pick off. I guess Supremacy does the least damage. So I guess I'll switch that out. Zephyr, Trece, Musica, Gun, Aisha. I'll have skill. Go switch in Zephyr, Ragan. Trece. Now we use the forest. Okay, so Infinity. Yeah, so that is really good. That is really good. Thing is Macrocosm. So it's based on the distance traveled. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. There we go. This is darkness. Very cool. That was very cool. Now we will bring Shit back in. Sika. Odd. Although, and because of the passive benefits of having Zephyr with us, because we don't have anything to test out as Gavad. We've already seen all of theirs. Yeah, so I guess I'll just keep Zephyr from now on. Always in the party. Now, are we just super fast now when we have... Oh, wait, no, that's right. We ninja run whenever we're... whenever we are sheathed. So, Aisha. Gods Above. That's your new one? Vernal Beam. Nice. Very cool. Let us move on. Well, actually, no. We won't move on just yet. Let's go and upgrade everybody's stuff, since that will be helpful. Any interesting transmutes? This'll Discord. I don't think we have one of those. Twilight Flower Feather. Increase chance of gaining buffs, facilitate gaining affinity. Actually, both very good. Oh, wow. You can have 4 slots on a single thing? Yes, please. Absolutely. Got everything we need for that. Transmute that, please. Please. Low affinity attack. I will not be using that. I understand the value in it, but like that basically means like have a character whose whole build is to be the one that you're using while your affinity is low. And that's not something I want to build around. Martyr plus. No, thank you. Buff chance plus. Muzzle plus. Oh, and this was one of the new rare ones we got. Oninaki. Increase skill attack. Increase starting affinity. Got to do 908. 908. Each of them have to be worth more than 100. Got a bunch of marine penmies and Geberites. Those I got some. These also. Infected attacks. Chance. Marine penmy. Everything we need. And this just because we haven't seen this before. Maybe we have. This'll Discord. No, definitely haven't. And based on the amount of attack on it, I guess that's her actual, like what she's supposed to be starting with. I mean, unlike everyone else, she doesn't have her weapon on in her art, but like I'm guessing that that's her starting weapon. Because I don't plan on going to the low-level areas to farm up the starter stuff. I'll just do that. Just need 190. Got double sword drops, whatever that means. Yep, that is her starter weapon. Abyssal Discord. A fist imbued with chaotic powers. Increases both offensive and defensive abilities. However, this version is trash. Don't use it. Yeah. I already used that one. Increase whip her super cleric here. It is ridiculous. Good for him yet. The guy said I wanted to have him. Yeah, just have them trade everything we're wearing. Capped. Capped. I should have had him just switch over to those. Didn't. Yeah, because this one has 2 dots on it. Straight up stronger than the one wearing. I mean, only better by 2, but better. Upgrade that. That. Upgrade that. And upgrade this one. Apparently we hadn't done anything with this. It's actually kind of nutty because honestly, like that weapon, not upgraded, was hitting like a truck. Upgrade it. Yeah. Didn't use that because he doesn't have anything better that has any slots on it. Better upgrade to an event horizon. Yep. Oh. Everybody yet? Okay. Podium. Just confirming that I didn't use up like the only one of that weapon type that I had. Okay, so that is everybody. Get him equipped now. I want the awaken chances because, well, one, there's a, like, I checked the achievement list and there is one connected to getting all of the awakenings for a single skill. But also, like those awakenings are very useful. I might as well get that. I have a ton of these healing pluses. And vitality pluses. Yeah, just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, this is the one we want for him. He's constantly using skill after skill. Give him the vitality plus as well. And we'll just do a fence. Already fully set. Although we can swap her debuff chance for chance plus. Only have one of those, but as well give it to her. Now for the super savant, actually super cleric. And there's a lot we can do here. Attack. Skill attack. Fearless. And concentration. Him to have a healing plus. Here it is. Okay. Now we're good to go. Okay, let's see the terrible, terrible thing that's happened here. Sweet souls, what happened here? It's that weird grass on the ground there. Oh, you. Who is that? Hey, you. Ah, you're the night devil. Hey, hey, whoa. Don't come any closer. It's okay. That's just Kachi. He helped me get home. That's impossible. The night devil doesn't help people. Huh? He did this to our village. Did what to our village? Tell me. What did he do? Kachi. What did you do to my village? I don't know. I don't know any more than you do. Don't listen to him. I saw everything. I watched as he killed everyone. No, you're lying. Kachi wouldn't do that. Would you, Kachi? What about my dad? My dad's still alive, isn't he? No, you. Everyone's dead. He killed them all. No, no. Your dad was off ready to go get you. That's when he attacked. So, like, did he like just get put in that prison when he woke up there? And because the fact that this kid was just, and I don't mean you, I mean like the fact that like this child here had witnessed what had happened and was still in this town, for you to show up here with Ute for him to expose what happened. Like, this would have had to have just happened, right? So whatever happened at the prison to set all of the prisoners free, like, that must be in line with whatever's going on. And honestly, like, if they don't explain what happened at the prison, I will be upset. Is that true, Kachi? Is it? Why? Why would you do something like that? Why, Kachi? I don't remember the voice I used for her at all. Like, by the time that that session shows up on YouTube, it's probably going to be like a week after I've recorded this. Kachi, please. Tell me. Get out of here. Leave us alone, you monster. Look after Ute. I mean, there's corpses everywhere. You're just going to leave children here, alone. We had to kill monsters to get here. Could I really be the Night Devil? Yep, that thing stuck up on us. If anything that could have done it, that was the one. So we're seeing Mayura Ghost for some reason. I mean, we're in the past, so Mayura Ghost doesn't make any sense. There's Kushi. The Night Devil! Kushi. No, not you again. I thought you were someone else. Of all the people it had to be. Is this the worst day of my life or what? Well, I mean, sun's up. And when I got knocked down here, the sun was down. So, it's a new day. Think of it that way. Maybe. Not maybe, definitely. How in the living world did you survive a fall without a scratch on you? I think Mayura might have drawn you to me. Who's Mayura? I haven't met a single friendly face yet. Well, you haven't lived a very friendly life. Just tell me one thing. If I am the Night Devil, what year is this? You really don't remember? It's the start of a new era. Sovereign Sarah has just ascended to the throne. Sovereign Sarah? The one who was executed? Watch your treasonous mouth. Someone might hear you. Why would you say such a thing? So it's before the execution. That means I've got back in time. I've gone back in time and become the Night Devil before he died. Are you feeling all right? This must have happened because of what I did in the future. It'd take too long to explain at any rate. The future? I've got to say, you're nothing like I imagined. I thought you were just some mindless, murderous beast. I'll listen to your story if you're willing to tell it. Kushi, I told you the whole story. Hmm. Uh-huh. Hmm. Ah, so his soul split in two. The Night Devil can't reincarnate, and that's the source of his hatred. Have I got that right? Yeah. Then you took your own life to save him, which reincarnated you in the past, right when you were on death's doorstep? That is, quite frankly, insane. And I have absolutely zero proof. But if what you say is true, then you've got no reason to lie to me. Alright, I'm convinced. I believe you, devil. I believe you, murderer of countless people. Orphaner of children. Oh, man. You haven't changed a bit, Kushi. What's that supposed to mean? Well, whatever. Listen, say that name one more time. Which name? Go on, I won't tell anyone. The name you said before. Miura, right? That was the name of a character in a picture book I loved as a kid. She was the main character. At the end of the book, she'd always thank me, the reader, for reading her story. That meant the world to me at the time. So much, in fact, that that's when I decided if I ever got married and had a daughter, I'd name her Miura. Is that right? You know her, don't you? Miura, I mean. I do. She's your daughter. My daughter? Future me must be the happiest man alive. Yeah, he really is. I knew it. Oh, that makes me feel better. We should get going. But let me say this. And keep it in mind, I don't know exactly what's going on, but we're not going to get anywhere unless you learn more about what's going on with you. That's more important than trying to come up with theories about how this all happened. And I'm not talking about you as a Night Devil, I mean you as a person. That makes sense? Hmm. Yeah, you might be right. Start with anything you can remember and work from there. If you can't remember, keep looking. Now go. And don't get caught until you figured it out. Thanks, Kushi. Hidden feelings. That's the achievement for reaching this point in the story, I guess. Walked off the map. Walked right off the map. You cheating computer. Fine. You want to cheat? There we go. You were here all along. Ah, screw you. Attacks are more powerful the further you are from target. Oh, man. Bad news bears for you, buddy. Hmm. Why did the ground turn red there? Is this just the reflection of the skylighting or something? Oh, seeing this side quest ghost here reminded me that I ran into another side quest ghost I need to go back to take that quest for. There you are. Where were you throwing? Step ghost. Help me! There are fallen everywhere I go. When I died, I became lost and found myself in an unfamiliar place. Take me to Dido. The entrance will do. I beg of you. Unfortunately, this is a pretty large area, so getting it all is going to take a bit. And we leveled up again. Okay, so that was the entrance. Just fast travel back to... Fast travel to here and go until we run into our next Sight Stealer cutoff.